we are actually in touch with my buddy. I'll call him my friend. He's been a friend now for about 13 years when that first run started those years ago. Noah Coughlin. I think you're from Bangor, Maine this morning or close to it. Noah, good morning.
John, good morning from Lubec, Maine. I'm as far east as you can get. I'm touching Canada right now.
Wow. And literally that video that you posted to social media, you were pointing to Canada from the snowy banks of Lubec. But now you're telling me, at least in our pre-conversation, that the skies have cleared a little bit for you in that neck of the woods.
Yeah, every day is an adventure, even with the weather. So doing my best out here and staying warm.
This is an amazing journey, Noah, really going back, if you want to recap a little bit, for folks who may not be familiar with your work, and there's about 2 of them left in the country. But let's recap for folks. You started this journey, literally the first of these journeys, many years ago. Kind of encapsulate what it's been like planning this thing and now where you are at this 5th run. Kind of, bring us up to date, if you will.
Yeah, initially I ran for local causes in Vacaville. Wanted to go help out our youth with rare brain disease. And every time I've done runs across America, I always found another reason to run different routes. And you use Run Across America for the ultimate good to really shine light on causes and meet with World War II veterans. This run is a tribute to the American people. This will be the 5th run across America. I'm aiming to become the 3rd person ever to cross all 50 states on foot. So I'm on day 50 out of 260. I've already completed Kansas and both Carolinas. Now the ocean-to-ocean leg starts from Atlantic to Pacific. This will be Maine to Oregon, and that will be followed by Hawaii and Alaska, ending on July 4th. And along the way, you're meeting with the American people, meeting with, of course, World War II veterans, and just asking the American people what the American flag means to them in context of our nation's historic 250th coming up.
That's right. You're going to be there to celebrate that. It's going to be an amazing moment when that happens on July 4th. But one of the things you've been mentioning through the social media platform and through the website that people can follow, and we'll tell them about that in a second, is the conversations you're having with Americans. And I know you talked to me about this as you got ready to put this thing together, that bringing America together, finding the areas that we have more in common than we are different in, that's been a theme no matter who you're talking to. Is that a good way to encapsulate that?
It's it's a good way to encapsulate. It's actually the reality too. It's what I've actually noticed on all my runs across America, is that we actually do have a lot more in common than we do apart. You're talking to a guy who's about to cross all 50 states, and I can tell you that there's kind people in every single city, and that the one thing we do have in common is the American flag and our shared history. So what I'm doing is I'm going across, interviewing Americans and just documenting the journey. And you can see people from all different walks of life. I've even been able to meet with active duty Coast Guard down in North Carolina, and a few police escorts. I've been speaking at quite a few schools to our youth, and just a fundamental approach to who we are as Americans, the American flag, and celebration of our 250th.
Really good stuff, Noah. And I've got to ask you, you've been so good to kind of peel back the curtain a little bit and describe what it is like to literally do the walk. I mean, it sounds like a romantic adventure to anybody who's not doing it, but you've had to deal with, just for example, you've had dogs come out of nowhere. You've had mosquitoes the size of small aircraft chasing you down roads. What's so far? I know it's in the early stages here. I know weather can be tricky. What are some of the things that maybe folks don't realize when you set out to walk 55,000 or whatever, 5,500 miles? What are some of the things that have been either surprising or treacherous that you've encountered so far?
Well, you nailed it with the dogs and the mosquitoes, but also physical fatigue, weight loss. Right now, I'm dealing with a sunlight issue. The sun sets about 3:45 here on the East Coast in winter, so I am aiming to do my 20 miles a day between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m., which is not a lot of time, and also trying to navigate the shoulders of the snow. Each state is different, but it is the same as far as trying to go sunrise to sunset and just run across. And part of the reason I have a flag is for safety, so all the vehicles can see me.
Yeah.
And it's just a journey, but you're navigating weather and but it's encouragement from you, John, and also the listeners that keeps me going. And I'm really glad the story started in Vacaville, and we can be here 15 years later talking about the final journey.
Yeah, that's really, really incredible when I start to think about what you've done and how humble you've been about it and how giving you've been about contacting us and all the other media that you are. I mean, people are dying to get you into their broadcast booths, and you've been doing newspaper and TV hits for years now. How can people be a part of this journey now, Noah? What's the website to follow? How do you like folks to connect with you so they can watch this and cheer you on during this amazing event and this amazing journey?
Absolutely. Thank you, John. runforusa.com. That's RUNFORUSA.com. This will be the grand finale of all these runs. I've really upped the quality of the content I'm putting out, and really it's actually almost like filmmaking or documentary on the road. You can see the daily journey and hear from, like I said, people from all walks of life, and drone footage and snow, and we'll see if any dogs chase me.
And you're a dog lover too. That's what I think. If only the dogs understood who you are. We need to get that message out, folks. If you're anywhere between Maine and Oregon, let your dogs know. If you see a handsome guy who's maybe losing a little weight and going through his 15th pair of shoes with an American flag, would you just let the dogs know he's friendly? That's all I'm saying. Noah Coughlin, I just salute to you, my brother. You're an incredible human being. I'm so glad we became friends. It's runforusa.com. Check it